Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second live stream of Freightmaster Resources. My name is Tim, for those of you that have never been here before. And today I wanted to talk about freight rate negotiations. Something I've kind of been wanting to talk about, but it kind of really more or less brought it to my attention again. Particular situation I ran into the other day, and that is I had a customer had a little partial load, and it was like it was a load for pickup on Tuesday next week. Not a particularly overly long run, but it was a load that I have done, in the past. I realize rates have kind of been on a little bit of an uptick lately, and it was a load that should have been paying right around $1,100, maybe $1,200, ballpark is right in there, and I no sooner got it, posted out on DAT, and my phone started going crazy. Had carriers calling in, practically as soon as I hit the post button. Anyway, something that happens from time to time, and this kind of happened then too. They asked what the load was paying, and when I said, we're looking at, $1,100 to $1,200, right in there, I don't know if they were independent dispatchers or what, but what happens is that you end up getting that person on the other line going, oh, okay, thanks, and then they just hang up. Okay. Now, this customer really, sometimes they get impatient, and with this particular load, it kind of didn't matter what it cost to get it moved. It had to go. Okay. We ended up booking that load ultimately for $2,300 for a little partial, which was literally over and beyond what the current market rate was for that lane. So my question is if, as a carrier or an independent dispatcher, why do you guys, just say, okay, thanks, and then hang up? You don't counter offer. You don't say, hey, is that the best you can do? Do you have any wiggle room on that load, et cetera, et cetera. And ultimately, this load could have been booked quite a bit quicker than it was, because it took me, I don't know, maybe an hour before I finally said someone say, if you want to move it as a full load, I can do it for this. And they were really great about, using their negotiation skills with me, and then of course, with my communication with the customer, they said, fine, do whatever you got to do, just let me know what the rate's going to be on it. I'm not saying that that's going to happen every day or anything like that, but on this particular load, that's what it is. And oftentimes, our customers, sometimes we come back to them and say, hey, we know where this needs to be, but, due to the uptick in the market, you know what I mean, the 15-day average or 7-day average, 30-day average, whatever it is that you're currently looking at, isn't spot on. Right, so oftentimes we can kind of counteract or counter offer with our customers. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But are you using your negotiation skills? When you call into a broker or a direct shipper, let me know. I'm really curious to find out. How many of you actually do try to negotiate. At least to some extent, or if you just say, okay, thanks, and then, hang up and dial the next number. Ultimately, it worked out for this carrier. They got a full load rate for a couple of pallets. and it's clean. You know, it's a clean load, dry van. You know, so yeah, let me know down below. You know, or if this is something that maybe you guys, you know, have been doing that, you know, you need to start doing. Because I really truly feel that, you know, freight rate negotiations is a very important part of it all. Or do you just accept, you know, the first offer from the broker, or the if you have direct shipper contacts. And this really kind of goes into understanding, you know, your operational costs, right? Once you get that figured out, you know how much it's going to cost you to run that load, and, you know, obviously you need to be profitable, you know. So, anyway, this is just going to be kind of a quick, short video, guys. Let me know, like I said, down in the comments below. For those of you looking for load boards, freight invoice factoring, if you need shipper lists, if you're maybe brand new to the industry, if you're an agent, or maybe just someone that kind of needs to, you know, brush up on your sales pitches. We've got information on the website there at freightbrokerresources.com. If you're looking to get your authority, you know, there's setting up your business structure, getting your authority, your bond, you know, all of that fun stuff. There's training. We've got some books out there if you're interested in that. Of course, the training videos, you know, all kinds of great stuff on there. If you're looking to keep up on industry news, you know, we've got that on there. We're constantly updating. In fact, I'm looking to, like I mentioned in the previous live video, looking to kind of add some more information, or at least some other examples of cold calling scripts. I'm not really a big fan on cold calling scripts. I guess I shouldn't say that. I think that cold calling scripts can be beneficial as long as they're not too wordy, right? Because like I've mentioned in previous videos, I've actually listened in onto some other brokers and seen some other cold calling scripts, and they're literally a mile long, you know, only to come to find out that that particular prospect that you're going after, you know, everything's FOB, or it's, you know, their customer routed. So, you know, when you're brand new and you're trying to get in 100 calls per day, it's just not real feasible if you're spending, you know, 5-10 minutes on every single call, because you've got such a lengthy, you know, sales script. You know, I try to be unique, try to separate yourself from, you know, the others in the pack. That's the part that's going to make you stand out. There again, you know, a lot of shippers, you know, they get 50 to 100 phone calls a day from brokers, carriers, you know, and that kind of thing. And, you know, you really kind of need to differentiate yourself, be unique, and that kind of things. But these are all, you know, just some tips on, you know, how to prospect, you know, what to say, you know, getting past the gatekeeper, as we call it, you know, or that secretary, that first person that picks up the phone, things like that. So, like I said, a lot of great information there on the website. Like I said, we're constantly adding to it. If you are a broker looking to hire on more freight agents, we've got the free classified ads on there for you guys. So yeah, a lot of good stuff. More, you know, new information being added. I've kind of thought about maybe kind of playing around, reorganizing things a little bit, but at this point, things kind of are what they are, as far as the layout and everything. But I may tweak that some, you know, over time. But and there again, if you guys have any suggestions on, you know, other things that you'd like me to talk about, I'll be more than happy to, you know, talk about that in a future video. So let me know. Drop those comments down below. There again, guys, if you are ordering the freight shipper list, after payment, you should be redirected. There should be a link that redirects you back to the website for download. And I think that's partly where some people are getting kind of confused. They're like, I can't get to the download, or they're getting, some sort of error. I'm not saying everybody's having it happen, but from time to time, I do get someone that has that happen. As always, I always send a backup email copy. When I get that notification email, I usually try to get to it right away. Sometimes it's like within 2 minutes. Obviously, I have work to do throughout the day, so it may not happen right away. Maybe an hour or two. But if you don't see that, check your spam folder and make sure that you're getting that. If you have any problems unzipping the file or anything like that, let me know, because I can send the files individually if you are having an issue with that. So yeah, we've always got options. I'm happy to help anybody. All that being said, guys, I hope that you are having a great start to your Friday. We got the weekend coming up. Plan ahead for Monday. Get your prospect list together. Gather information. It's a constant thing. But yeah, be happy. Get it together and get out there and do it. Even with the pandemic going on right now, there are opportunities to pick up new customers. Like I think I mentioned in my previous video this week, I actually picked up 3 new customers, great new customers. And I've got several more getting ready to come on board that I reached out to. So, there's still a lot of great opportunities out there. I have noticed this past week a little bit of a downturn in the amount of freight that I'm seeing being sent over to me from customers. I've talked to some of my customers, and they've actually said that, we're just really slow right now. I've actually had one customer in particular call and say, hey, what are you seeing? Because I'm slow right now. Are you still moving a lot of freight, this kind of thing, or other shippers still moving a lot of freight and things like that, so a little bit of a lag in freight, at least, like I said, at least that's what I'm seeing on my end. Some of you guys, I hope you're, busy as all get out, so we may see just a slight little downturn in freight rates, from this week going into next week, but hopefully not too dramatic, because obviously we needed rates to kind of come back up, right? Because, everything that's happened, since the pandemic kind of started and sort of shut everything down. Anywho, guys, hey, that's it for me. Before I go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification for me, and then that way you can see future videos. Again, I'm kind of new to the whole live stream thing. Usually I do these sort of pre-recorded, and if I screw up, I can kind of go back and redo it and things like that. But like I said, I wanted to do these because coming up, I've got some what we call AMAs, or Ask Me Anything, with insurance companies, load boards, freight factoring, TMS systems, things like that, and kind of listen to them, what they offer, kind of services that they provide and things like this. Maybe kind of give you a little bit more insight on some of those resources that are available to you, right? So kind of looking forward to that. We're getting that, ready to hopefully start within the next week or two. We'll start doing that. Like I said, I'm still kind of working out some of the kinks and, as far as scheduling and things like this. But bear with me. It is coming. So, but anyway, like I said, I hope you guys are having had a great week. I hope you all have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. And